Hey, what's up guys, it's BLACKTALON here, and today we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2. Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2 is a sequel to the first game that came out a couple years ago, and so far everybody's having a good time, everybody's loving the game. They added a whole bunch of new characters to the game, they've greatly increased the roster, but I still couldn't help but notice there are some very important characters that are still missing from the game. So I gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about it on the channel. So I hope you guys are gonna join me today in this video where we discuss all the missing characters from Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2. Now, before we get into this video, I first want to specify that the game is obviously going to have a season pass, so majority of these characters that I mentioned in this video will most likely be added to that season pass. Now, to be fair, they actually greatly increased the roster size, and they added majority of the important characters from the recent arc in the story. I'm going to first start off with the most obvious characters who are most likely going to be playable or added as DLC later on, and then I'll trickle down to the more obscure characters who might not make it, who might make it. But before we get into the actual characters that are missing, I gotta go ahead. This is a spoiler warning for anybody who has not read the manga for Demon Slayer. So with that being said, y'all know what to do, man. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Let's get it started. Let's not waste no more time. First off, we have none other than the Demon King himself, Muzan Kibutsuji. And the cool thing is, Muzan was already just announced as the first free DLC character for the game. My only question is, which version of Muzan are we gonna get? Are we gonna get his final form, or are we gonna get just regular Muzan with his suit on? So for now, even though Muzan has already been shown as the first DLC character, I'm gonna still add him and keep him on this list because they might not add his awakened form to the game. The next character, man, we got my boy Kokushibo, Upper Moon 1, and I feel like there's a strong possibility he will be DLC for this game, and when he is, I'm gonna be really ready. The next character we got is going to be Kaigaku. Now I feel like Kaigaku has a very strong possibility of being another DLC character for this game. Kaigaku is the Upper Moon 6 replacement for Gyutaro, and if they do DLC, we're probably gonna get a DLC story mode match with him and Zenitsu going at it towards each other. The next character we have, who I'm still surprised is not in the base roster, is Kanao. I have a pretty strong feeling that she's gonna also be a DLC character. She's a fan favorite character, and she plays a very huge role in the Infinity Castle arc, so the fact that she's already not here in the base game is a little surprising, but there's no doubt she has to be DLC. And last but not least, for the most obvious characters who might come as DLC, we got Upper Moon 2 Doma. I have no doubt that Doma is gonna appear in this game as DLC. He plays a very huge role in the Infinity Castle arc, and he's a pretty sick character. And with that being said, guys, those are the 5 most obvious DLC characters that are missing. So now I'm gonna talk about the characters who might not be DLC, but who could be DLC. So first off, we're gonna start off with Nakime. So Nakime is the Upper Moon rank 4 replacement after Hantengu was killed. I don't think she'll be a playable character. I mean, she's gonna be kind of weird to make playable. She literally sits there and plays a biwa and controls the entire castle, but I still think she'd be a cool boss battle at least. The next character we have is none other than the GOAT himself, none other than Yoriichi. I feel like Yoriichi would be a very cool DLC character. He even might be a Season Pass 1 DLC character on some Sage of Six Paths type of stuff from like Naruto Storm Connections. I think he'd be a sick DLC character to put in, maybe as a free update, maybe in Season Pass 2. Yoriichi should definitely be considered, and he's also missing from this game. And then the last 3 characters who should be considered as DLC are going to be 3 separate variations for Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu for the Infinity Castle arc. Tanjiro, Zenitsu, they all got separate variations already on some Goku Sparking Zero type shit. You know, 3 Tanjiros, 2 Inosuke's, 5 Zenitsus, that type of shit. I mean, he already has a new Swordsmith Village variation, so it wouldn't be too hard to think that they might give us another new final variation for Tanjiro and for all those other characters for the Infinity Castle arc as DLC. I'm not sure if y'all want that, but it might happen, so I gotta throw it in here anyway. Speaking of a variation for Tanjiro, hey man, we got Demon King Tanjiro. Obviously, this is huge manga spoilers, like I said earlier in the video, but Tanjiro at some point gets possessed by Muzan, and he does get the power of the Demon King. So hey man, they might add him as a playable character on some Boruto Momoshiki type shit from Naruto Storm Connections once again. And then the final honorable mentions, I gotta mention the rest of the Hantengu personalities, or the rest of the Hantengu bodies, right? So Hantengu, Upper Moon rank 4, is not playable as himself. He has Zohakuten, who is of course his strongest body. Zohakuten is playable, but he's also missing, I think, what, 4 other bodies? It was like 5 of them. It was Zohakuten, it was a flying one, it was a bat, I think it was a a big one. It was a bunch of shit, right? As far as the technicality for the video, I gotta add them in there. All right, guys, and that's gonna wrap the video up today on all the missing characters from Demon Slayer 2 Hinokami Chronicles. Y'all let me know if I missed anybody. I think I got everybody. Demon Slayer isn't really a massive series of characters, thankfully, and they added most of the characters in the series in the second game as the base roster. All the Hashiras and pretty much almost all the upper moon ranked demons. So there's not much room to add anybody else, which is why I feel like this game should have a pretty easy season pass of DLC characters. With that being said, guys, y'all know what to do. Leave your thoughts down below. Who do y'all want to see as DLC for this new Demon Slayer 2 game? When I start streaming again, hey man, Demon Slayer 2 is definitely going to be on the menu as far as going online, playing with a lot of you guys. Y'all know what to do, man. Go ahead and give the video a like. Consider subscribing for more content like this, and have a great day, y'all.